October is the new January. We are done waiting for the new year to level up your life. You need to get started right now, so by 2025, you will be one step ahead of everyone and you will already be on track to having a successful new year. The longer you wait to rebrand yourself, the more time you're wasting living a life that you don't even want. So I will be giving you all the tools you need with real life examples on how you're going to enter your winter arc and achieve all your goals. I personally have just started entering my winter arc and I can already feel the shift in my energy, and I just know that 2025 will be my year and I want it to be your year as well. So don't worry, because your online bestie is here and I got you. Hi, I'm Charlize Chu, the host of the Online Bestie podcast, where I give tips on all things wellness, relationship, and self-care so we can all be the best version of ourselves. And if you want to hear more episodes like this, then make sure to like and subscribe on YouTube and rate and review on Spotify. First, we obviously need to make your goals. And we always hear those generic goals every year, like I'm going to go to the gym more or I'm going to make more money. But I'm going to teach you guys how to actually make a goal that will motivate you to try to reach it. And before I give you this method, I need you to understand that no goal that you have is too big or too far out there, because the universe is limitless. The universe is here to give you everything that you want. If there are people out there who can be millionaires and who can be in the best relationship ever, then why can't you? What makes you any less deserving? We will be following the SMART method, and you may have heard this before in school. I think the first time I ever learned about the SMART method was in PE class, which never thought I would use before, but it's actually super helpful. So the S means be specific. Clearly define what your goal is. So rather than saying, I want to go to the gym, you should say, I want to work out 5 times a week. The M stands for measurable, so make sure you have a metric to track your progress. Going to the gym 5 times a week could be a metric, but you could also say you want to lose 5 pounds by the end of the month. Throughout that month, you will be able to track your progress and see what you need to do to hit that goal. The A stands for achievable, and I know I said that no goal is too big, but you need to make sure that your goal is realistic based on what you have right now. If you are someone who has not worked out a day in your life, it's kind of unrealistic to say, I want to be jacked by next week. What you can say is, I want to be able to lift 30 pounds by next week. Your overall goal could be, I want to be jacked by next year. The R stands for relevancy, so just make sure that the goals you are making align with your values in your overall life. So if health and fitness is something you really prioritize, then these workout goals are good for you. And the T just stands for time bound, so make sure you are setting a deadline for yourself, so it gives you a sense of urgency and motivation for you to reach that goal by that deadline. Kind of like if you have homework due at a certain day, you will do everything you can to hit that deadline so you don't face any consequences. Now that you have your goals, how are we going to actually reach them by the end of this year? Let's talk 75 hard challenge. So if you're really serious about this, I highly encourage you to start doing the 75 hard challenge. If you don't already know, the 75 hard challenge is a mental toughness program to build discipline, where it's 5 habits a day for 75 days straight. There are original rules to this habit, which I will read for you right now. It is 2 45-minute workouts a day, drinking a gallon of water, following a diet of your choice, reading 10 pages of any book, and taking a progress photo each day. Now, if you want, you can stick to the original rules, or you can curate these habits to maybe more towards what your goal is. I personally have created my own version of this, which I will show you guys later. If you are someone who is just jumping into self-care for the first time, then I would make these habits a little bit simple so you can actually do these for 75 days straight. I did this before and I made my habits way too difficult, and it was just unrealistic for me to do for every day 75 days straight, and I ended up only getting like 4 days in and I just decided to quit. It really defeats the purpose of this challenge, so just do what works best for you. Having this consistent routine is really just going to set how your life is going to look, because your days represent your whole life. So if each day you are doing these healthy habits, Imagine what your whole life is going to look like, because having these healthy habits will only motivate you to do more. And if you start exactly today, you will be done with this challenge by the first week of January. I'm pretty sure the day is January 4th. And this day, this is like when everybody is still kind of recovering from New Year's. Everybody is still planning their resolutions and is literally at step 1 when you are literally at the end of your goal. So now I'm going to tell you what my 75 hard challenge looks like. If you want to follow mine, you can. But mine is less about physical appearance and more about my work routine, because I really just want to be successful in 2025 in my work. So number 1 is no phone for 30 minutes of the day, because I realize that if I start my day on my phone, I'm just glued to my phone literally all day, and it just affects my ability to work. And ever since I've been doing this, I definitely notice a big difference. Like, I'm literally up and just ready to do everything, and I get a lot done in the morning that by the end of the day, I'm like, dang, like, what am I supposed to do now? Number 2 is a form of body movement. Like I said, my thing isn't really focused on my physical appearance. I still want to be active every day, so this is why I added this in there, and I think it is really healthy for me to be active every day. But I don't force myself to do like an intense workout every day, because I know that it's not realistic for me based on my time. This could mean like going on a walk outside, or stretching, or going to the gym. Next is at least 30 minutes of doing research for YouTube, because YouTube is something that I really want to focus on, especially for 2025. Next one is reading 10 pages of any book, which is actually in the original one. I love this one too, because it just helps you learn, and I love reading. I never thought that I would have time to read every day, so I would always just forget to, but reading 10 pages literally doesn't take that long. It takes maybe like 10 minutes. So every night before I go to bed, I will make sure I read my 10 pages. And the last one is just organizing my schedule every day, because for me, I need to have a schedule to tell me what to do, or else I would just get really lazy and do nothing all day. So if you want to follow me on that 75 hard challenge, you definitely can, or you can curate your own, like I said. I am currently on day 5, I believe, and I definitely see a big difference within my work ethic and how much I'm able to get done and how much I've been able to learn. I just feel more motivated than usual on being on my self-care grind and all of that, because I feel like there would be periods of time where I would kind of like get really lazy and stop reading and listening to podcasts and all of that. But once I just make these little changes, I want to listen to podcasts, I want to learn more, I want to be better. Especially for the winter time, because it's so cold out, you just want to rot every day. I've been feeling that recently. I don't know if anyone else has been feeling that, but I just feel really lazy. So having this can keep me disciplined and make sure that I don't spend days rotting, because I can if I want to. Definitely recommend the 75 hard challenge, because it makes sure that every day is a motivated and good day for you. But I get it. The 75 hard challenge might not be for everyone, especially if you are new to this whole self-care thing, and that's totally okay. The important thing is that you are doing what works for you, because everybody has a different process of growing and being a better version of themselves. And if the 75 hard challenge is not for you, then you're not going to grow if you can't do it. So instead of trying to do 5 habits every single day, let's try to implement 1 new skill every week. This gives you the ability to focus on one specific skill every week and fully master it. So by the end of this year, you would have mastered 11 skills, which is quite impressive. And these skills can literally be anything that you want to develop in your life and anything that you feel like aligns with your goals. If fitness is your goal, then maybe your skill of the week could be mastering a type of workout. Personally, for me, I really wanted to start getting into jump roping to improve my cardio. So I jump roped for 7 days straight, and within that week, I was able to reach my goal of getting 1,000 jumps, which I didn't even think I would be able to get until the end of a month, which just shows like if you stay consistent to something for literally just 7 days, you can improve so much. Another skill could be like learning a new language or learning about financial literacy if your goal has something to do with career or getting smarter in some type of way. So by the end of this year, you will just be physically, emotionally, mentally better. How many people can even say that they were able to do that in the last 3 months of the year? Now that you have the steps to achieving your goals, I need you to have an emotional outlet, because as I said earlier, with the cold weather, it just makes you more sad. sad. Like, I think it might be seasonal depression or something, but I've definitely felt more sad now that the weather is cold. And on top of this seasonal depression, you are challenging your mind like never before, so it's not going to be easy. Whenever you want to change your life, you have to be uncomfortable, and this is going to be so uncomfortable, trust me. Like, I am someone who has been on this self-care grind for over a year now, but even this for me has been one of the most difficult experiences mentally, and it's just been really complicated and hard to navigate. But I did read something recently that said pleasure cannot exist without pain. So if you want to be the best version of you, you have to have hurdles, because these hurdles will push you to be better. You also won't be able to go through these challenges alone. You need to make sure you have people to go to, or have something that will make you feel better, and not just have all your energy focusing on this and get burnt out, because if you get burnt out, you're not going to want to keep going. If I ever feel like the days are a little bit rough, then I will go to my boyfriend, I will go to my friends, I have a therapist, I have a team of people who help me with my career, and I can just get advice from them. Or sometimes I don't even want to get advice, I just want to talk to someone to get my mind off of it. The other day, I was honestly feeling like I was just down. I felt like things were really hard, and I went to go take a walk with my roommate, and we went to go get coffee, and I literally instantly felt better because my mind was off of it. I just had someone to talk to. I wasn't just isolated within my thoughts. I also really like to watch a feel-good movie. I was just recently watching like the High School Musical trilogy. You need something that kind of fuels your energy to keep going. Just remember that everybody starts somewhere. So if you see someone who is really successful, they have probably been through this process too. They are probably still going through this process trying to reach their next big thing. The only way you are able to get what you want is being able to bounce back from failures and from all those hardships. We are all in this together, besties, and I truly believe that if you start now and you follow these steps, you will be able to get what you want, and you will just feel so much better. Hi guys, it's Shara and Enzo editing. I'm going to be reading your journal prompts from last week. The prompt of the week was, what do you look for in a partner? At the villainous Queen of Hearts 4976 says, I just want sort of what Rory and Dean had before he became toxic. Someone to read with and recommend my favorite books to. Someone that loves me and is peaceful to be with. Or what Lois and Clark had in Smallville, if that makes sense. Yeah, Enzo says that makes sense. It kind of just sounds like you want someone to enjoy what you enjoy. Basically a friend, and that's what a perfect partner should be. Your partner should be like your best friend. You should feel comfortable saying what you want to them, acting however you want, because this is someone who's potentially going to be with you for the rest of your life. At Rachel Jen 1628 says, one of the things I look for in a partner is someone who doesn't think going to therapy is a form of weakness. If they think that is very ignorant. A lot of the couples I know, even the healthiest ones, go to relationship therapy, or they individually just go to therapy, because even if you are very emotionally aware, it's just a good source to be better and learn more and be in touch with who you want to be. I encourage everyone to find a partner who doesn't think that therapy is terrible and weak, because clearly they are not in touch with their emotions. This week's journal prompt that I have for you is to tell me what your SMART goals are. Be specific, make it measurable, make it achievable, relevant, and have a time bound. So feel free to comment your answer, and not only comment but manifest it, and I will make sure to shout it out and read it in the next episode. But you got this, besties. 2025 is your year, and I wish you all the best. I will see you guys on the next Mindful Monday. Bye!